So guys, headed to do some listing videos, and this just popped into my head for a behind the sales cautionary real estate tales story. So here's the story that I want to tell you before I head off to the next one, and that is about not getting pre-underwritten. So you know, or you may know, that there's a difference between pre-qualified, pre-approved, and pre-underwritten. So pre-qualified is, hey, lender, I make a gazillion dollars a year. Lender says, cool, you're approved for $3 billion. There's no documentation. That's just, you've said to the lender, here's some information. Lender says, okay, assuming you're telling the truth, then you would be able to afford XYZ for your purchase. And that is the pre-qualification. Nothing's really been verified. Employment hasn't been verified. The credit hasn't been pulled. Like, there's no bank statements. This is all just kind of verbal information. The next level is pre-approved. Now, pre-approved means that you've turned in your bank statements. The lender has had an opportunity to verify employment. They've looked at your credit report. They've looked at your tax returns. Like, there's a deeper dive into your financial situation, and you're pre-approved because you've actually provided some information. Now, the next level, the gold standard, if you will, is to be pre-underwritten. And that is when everything has been put in front of the underwriter, who then says, oh, I need more information about where this deposit came from. Things like that. So over the summer, I was working with buyers. They had a thriving business and they found a house that they loved. We make an offer. And as we're going in through the process, they came to me with a pre-approval letter from a friend of theirs at a local bank. And as we progressed through, all of a sudden, get an email. These buyers were not approved for a loan and we could not move forward. So needless to say, everyone was very disappointed. The sellers were disappointed. The buyers were disappointed. They were registering kids in school. Like, this was kind of a mess. And what had happened was that they had started a business, and that business had not been going for 2 years. And the underwriter looked at it and said, hey, this business is new. We don't know for sure that it's going to continue. I mean, that's the basic thought, is it's so new, even though it's doing well, we can't project in the future that we feel confident that there is still going to be a continuing source of income. And so we have to decline the loan. Now, had those buyers actually been pre-underwritten, this wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have gone shopping. We wouldn't have made an offer on a house. The only upshot is that the buyers were in the kind of construction industry or had connections, and so they waived the inspection, and so they weren't out that money. That would have been a real disappointment. Another thing that could have happened is they could have been out the appraisal money. So overall, it could have been worse. What was lost was time and emotional energy, and then just feeling disappointed. But buyers, if you have an opportunity to be pre-underwritten, that is the way to a seller's heart, and that is the way to make sure that you're not disappointed in the future. And also buyers, if you recently started a new business, if you recently started a new job that's a completely different career than what you were doing previously, unfortunately, you are probably going to need to have at least a year, if not 2, in this new career category, or owning this business and having it be successful. So keep that in mind. If there's something where it's new and you feel like maybe it should be counted, again, I mean, this is why it's really important to talk to a competent local lender who will know to watch out for certain things, like a company that's too new, or you're too new at your new career. And then if they feel like mitigating circumstances that make it worthwhile, they will put it in front of the underwriter so that an underwriter can make the final decision. So that is another installment of the cautionary tales behind the sales. And if you have any real estate needs, give the Lisa Bender Sound to Summit team a call, where you get old-fashioned service using today's tech. And until I have a chance to talk to you, take good care. Bye-bye.